Heard someone use a different word than tiger, and later on I was repeating that to my parents, and they were shocked to hear the N-word coming out of their daughter's mouth. Of course, I had no idea what it meant, and they explained it to me and made it very clear that that was an inappropriate word to use.
Some people that use it are not allowed to use it. It seems to be specific Caucasians, because it goes back into slavery where African Americans were being called that, being discriminated against.
If they're using it in a very angry tone, then I think that it'd have that same effect as it would before.
I spend my money on cereal motherfucking day, nigga.
What the fuck did you call me, man?
Nigga.
But if somebody's just using it playfully, then it's just like, I can't take you seriously. I'm just gonna forget about what you just said and just walk away.
It's never okay to call somebody a hurtful word, even if the word is not by itself derogatory. For example, if you get angry at somebody and then you just call them by their nationality, I mean, that's derogatory as well.
I don't think anyone has the right to address me that way, and I really don't let anyone address me that way.
I would never use it, that's for sure.
It doesn't justify for other people to use it, because that means a fight. But if you're in that group, in that clique, anyone can use it.
Brooklyn.
They get it from TV, rap songs, comedies.
This is the fun part for me, when the white people come back after intermission and find out niggas done stole their seats. You ever notice how nice white people get when there's a bunch of niggas around? It's like you be the only nigga someplace and you go with white people, they be funky. Niggas that just run over them getting in there.
Rap alone has a large influence, because young people are very impressed by stars.
The hottest CDs filled with the N-word. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, it's so much now, it's more like it's just, you know, it comes with your speech now.
Hip-hop is a culture. Hip-hop is what we live and we breathe.
I think music is a real medium of expression.
No matter what type of music you're listening to, whether it's rap or it's R&B, they still use the word. So it has a very, very heavy influence on kids today. I mean, possibly the only music that you can listen to and not find the word in is probably gospel music or rock music.
That word is used because that's the way it is used. And when the writers write their pieces, they tend to write from their own experiences. And that experience is expressed. To say, hey, don't write that way or don't listen to that, I think is a mistake.
If you have a generation of young people who are going to use it very carelessly, the music, all that does is perpetuates it, because then the next generation, after them, hears it and that's the way we're supposed to speak, and they begin to use it. You see kids in elementary schools, using it, and there's no big deal. They don't have any idea of its background, of its history.
They look up to the music industry, and if they hear them saying it, then basically they're gonna think it's okay for them to say it too.
I know many rappers who use the word, like when they're being interviewed, they might say it, you definitely hear it in their lyrics, but it's a strong community out there that listen to hip hop, so they copy the clothing, some of the slang they might use, and nigger might be part of it.
Because they're the leaders or the most prominent members of your culture, they almost can make the rules. So they've almost made it acceptable that by saying the N-word so much, they've made it acceptable in the community.
I think that's also part of poetry, it's a part of song, it's a part of the cultural fabric of history.
That's where it gets a little iffy, because you're not just speaking to the black community anymore. White people, any community can listen to that song now. You don't even have to know any black people. You could live in the lily whitest neighborhood and go get a CD and hear it and think, well, hey, this is fine. And then when you meet someone, 10 years down the road that happens to be black or whenever, you think, well, they say it, I could say it.
Check it out.
A non-black rapper who uses the N-word, that's where there's that line where you say, are they crossing it or are they just part of the community?
I think that as a white rapper, that's just hip hop. You're not stupid enough to cross that line. You know, because once you say that, you got everybody on your case. So you're not even gonna say, "Oh, what up, to all my niggas?" Nah, let's slash that. You're not gonna say that. That's just hip hop. That's like, it's like hip hop has like its rule book, and that's one of the rules. White rappers can't say that.
To get the word out of the system of teens, I think you have to start with an industry as big as music to let them stop using it, and then afterwards maybe if they will pass it down to teenagers.
In our very materialistic society, if you use the word and you can get paid, oh well, use the word and get paid.
I think it really depends on your associations, and it's very clear being here at Ramapo that young people don't have the same associations as older people.
The younger generation is also growing and things are changing, and I really believe that in a while it may not have that sting in another generation or two.
The world changes as it should, because it's a new generation, and you never know, probably 2 generations down the line they'll probably be saying something totally different. You know, and that's just how it is. It's the tricks of the trade, and it's the word of the time.
Generally, the term we now refer to the black race of America as African Americans was once referred to as black, then as terms accepted as colored, and so these other words are derivations of an identity. But today, we're all human.
Bones sinking like stones, all that we fall for. Homes, places we've grown, all of us are done